Kim Dung told reporters earlier today that he was very upset that his bud, Dennis Rodman, is yet to be named coach of an NBA team. Dung went on to say that he was considering taking nuclear steps if the NBA didn't pick up the pace and make Rodman the coach of an existing NBA franchise. NBA Commissioner Alan Silver told the press today that the league was planning on moving its headquarters to a city yet to be named in China. This should go a long way to settling the feud between the NBA and Kim Dung. While attending Benford Junior High, I heard about a pending fight between blacks and whites to take place after school this particular Friday. So, being the curiosity buff that I am, I ran home, told Mom what was going on, changed my clothes, and Mom said, "I don't know if that's a good idea." I said, "Mom, I'm just going down there to watch. I'm cool. I know what I'm doing." Right. Well, when I got down to the corner of Harrison and Main, I looked at the next block, and all I could see were cops with dogs. I didn't know that many cops and dog teams existed in the world. But there they were, separating the blacks on the south side of Maine and whites on the north side. I went up to a couple of old ladies and I said, "Do y'all mind if I stand on your steps?" And they said, "No, that would be fine." So I got there. I wanted to see what was going to happen. I guess I looked harmless enough. Next thing I know, some black guy, he yelled something stupid, and the cops decided what a chance to use him as an example. That's right. They let one of the dogs go, and the dog caught him right directly in the ass. Started chewing on his butt. I had to sit down on the steps. I was laughing so hard until I looked up and saw, whoa, they need another example, and it's this white guy sitting on the steps laughing. Here comes a police dog running at me. I ran and leaped onto the roof of an automobile. That's right. I didn't take 2 steps. I didn't climb up on the trunk. I ran and jumped directly onto the roof of the car. Of course, I was in better shape in those days. And I'm up there. The dogs are running around the car barking. Yeah, I'm scrapping. All I can see is teeth, hair, and you know what? And looked like the damn Indians surrounding a wagon train back in an old Western. Well, the cops came, pulled me off the car, got me down, asked me where I was going. I said, quick thinker that I am. My cousin's down in Oregon Hill. Right. Well, closest I got there was a ride in the police car to juvenile detention home. I was put in there. The first thing they did was take all of my clothes. That's right. Took all of my clothes, gave me a surplus war blanket from WW2 or 1 that felt like about 40 grit sandpaper, if you've ever had that experience. Put me in a cell. In the cell, all I had was a commode, no seat, a spring bed with a dirty kind of mattress, and no covering on the mattress, no covering on the pillow, and me wrapped like an Indian chief in that 40 grit sandpaper. Woo! Some guy came walking by, and I did have the cage kind of arrangement at the doorway, and I said, "Hey, man, there's a chance of me getting out of here before Monday." None. Ha ha ha! That made me feel great. A few minutes later, another guy's going by, and I put my face up there at the cage part, and I said, "Hey, why am I here with no clothes?" They said, well, you have to be like that for 24 hours for them to check to see if you have any type of disease. Great. What if I catch pneumonia? Sorry. So a few minutes later, I had dinner. And back in those days, Friday was fish day. Gotta have fish day. And the fish wasn't bad. The milk had been warmed on a radiator or something. Couldn't drink that, but the fish was still okay. I guess maybe an hour or so later of laying there wondering what the hell was next, I heard my mom and my grandmother. They got me out, so we go outside. Get outside, that's Dad and my youngest uncle. My dad said, "What did they arrest you for?" I said, "Dad, I was laughing." Bam! Wow! Damn, right upside my head. Big slap. "Don't lie to me, boy." No, Dad, I'm telling you. You're wrong. They locked me up because I was laughing. Bam! Damn! Got me again. So they took me home. Got there a little bit up there, and I got bored as hell. And I said, "What's the chance of me slipping on outside there in the corner?" Well, he just lived a few steps away from the corner. And they said, "Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead." Guess they figured I'd done enough dumbass shit for the day. They couldn't make me do it. I couldn't do any more. So I got there and asked some of my buds, and they had heard rumors to what had happened. So they asked me the story. I told them what I just said, and they're like, "Yeah, right." I said, "Hey, take it or leave it." Then some of the tough guys in the hood showed up, and they came on, and they said, "Hey, bud, come here." So they pulled me away from the crowd, if you would. They said, "What happened?" Well, I thought briefly, and I said, I saw this about a quarter size, third size of a brick laying on the ground, and you guys know I'm a pretty damn good ball player. So I picked that up, and I hurled that sucker across the street, hit this black guy in the head. He went down. Damn crowd went crazy. Next thing I know, the cops have turned the dogs on me. I'm on the ground, rolling around, fighting in the mud, the blood, the beer, the ball, and all the dogs. All right, man. Good day. Because guy was shaking my hand. Guys patting me on the back. They thought I was the next. And then one of the leaders said, "Why don't you kind of hang out with us sometime? We'd like you." I'm like, "Yeah, man, that'd be good. Great. All right, we'll catch you later." Okay. Walked back over to my buds. They all pissed because they said, "Why the hell did you tell them the truth and us a lie?" I said, "You got to be kidding. I told them a lie. You think I'm going to tell those damn guys I got arrested for laughing? Think again." Like to welcome our first official sponsor, that's X-Man, for the excitement that men seek. Yeah, tell me about it. Woo! Available at JoJo's Adult Books in Currytown. JoJo is the exclusive distributor of X-Man, and he is looking for regional dealers east of the Rockies. The west of the Rockies is already screwed enough. Coaches lie. Do you think I'm lying? Think about it. I bet if you looked in the newspapers and the archives for your favorite coach, you will find that they have said, "We tell our players to be loyal to the school, to be men, to be honest, to be upright and truthful and justice and all that other great stuff." There, you can find it. And then what happens when that coach takes another job? They slither out the back door like some crawling reptile, and if we're lucky, we'll get them to post a farewell on the social media platform saying, "Well, it was fun there, but we've gone here. Have a nice day." Think I'm kidding? Look in the paper and look up Will Wade, VCU. Shaka Smart, VCU. Mike London, U of R. They all have the same story, and those are just local examples. Yes, we could pull out the names of the others anywhere you look. The story remains the same. So, do you think there's an NBA team that's ready for Dennis Rodman to be their head coach? Kim Dung thinks there should be. Kim Dung thinks so much so that he is threatening nuclear holocaust on NBA franchise cities. Something better happen. Speaking of things happening, yep, another camera story, another day. That's right, I'm up to camera number 4, but this one wasn't a learning curve and it wasn't a technical problem. It was the fact that my daughter gave me a better camera. So it was hit that Amazon return button one more time. But here's a lesson for all of you. If you do return something to Amazon and they say that UPS is going to pick it up, whether you pay or it's free, you better be prepared, because we put our package out. The Amazon guy came. I met him at the door. He didn't have a ticket. He didn't have a label. He didn't have anything except himself and his truck. But he did take my camera. So I got there and the daughter said, "I think, Dad, you better contact Amazon." So I did. Well, an hour plus time of being on the computer chit-chatting with Amazon, I finally convinced them what just took place, and they said, "Okay, we'll give you a credit." And I'm like, "All right." But I get off the computer with Amazon. Half an hour later, look out front on the steps. Oh, like magic. There's a printed label and a receipt from UPS. Well, I don't know why I was getting that now. They already had the camera. At least that was my story. Instant replay. We were told instant replay was going to be the cure-all for all problems in sports. Not. Instant replay sucks. That's right. I said it sucks. How many times have you guys been watching a game, seen a call, correct call, seen it objected to, gone to instant replay, and the correct call is overturned into the incorrect call. Yes, I saw two such examples this past week watching the Baltimore Orioles. I'm stuck with them. I don't watch ESPN anymore, so I get Masson. And so there you are. You decide for yourself. But I'm telling you from this side, if you watch enough ball games, you will see that instant replay sucks. The University of Richmond Spider football team has been a roller coaster trip for any of us who have followed it. Many years ago in high school, I watched a game where they played East Carolina at City Stadium. East Carolina didn't have a back that weighed over 170 pounds, but that didn't matter. The University of Richmond was oblivious to the single wing formation that East Carolina ran and couldn't stop a single play. It was unbelievable. Coach Ed Murray got so daggone disgusted, he took off his fedora, threw it towards an official, and instead it must have traveled about 50 yards downfield, which was farther than any quarterback on the football team could throw a football. That told you how good the team was. A couple years later, Richmond traveled to Alabama. That's right, the Alabama. Once they got home after 66-0, they were checking to make body counts to make sure everybody had survived. And it was a horrible experience for whatever money they got. Didn't cover the pain and suffering on that team. Then they brought in a coach a couple years after that named Frank Jones. Frank Jones came here with the idea of turning the University of Richmond into Alabama. Well, that lasted a few years. They had one hell of a run while he was here, I might add. And the administration said, we hired a coach, not a czar. Have a nice day, Frank, and don't let the door hit you in the butt as you travel down that highway. Good luck to you, bud. Thanks for watching another exciting episode in the world of Buddy's Sports Bar. Hope you had fun. If nothing else, you got to laugh at my dumb ass. That's all good, as long as you have fun. Y'all come back now, you hear? And by the way, if you get a chance and you enjoyed the show, hit that like button then at the bottom and that subscribe button. I'm only 3,995 subscribers away from being monetized.